guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on post notifications. So Nicki Minaj went on Queen Radio yesterday and she announced that she is starting a label, okay? We're going to get into the full recap of Queen Radio, her throwing shots at LATT0 and Koi Fish, but we're going to start off with the positive. Nicki Minaj, she is starting a new label. She has 4 artists that she signed. The artists are London Hill, Tate Cobain, we got Rico Dana, and then I think the last girl, her name is like Nani or Nana. Congratulations to them. Tate Cobain, he's written for a lot of different artists and produced for a lot of different artists. Not just Nicki Minaj. He wrote on Virgo Groove, which is by Queen Bee. So he is very talented. So when she started off Queen Radio, she was going off on DJ Booth because she didn't like the mix that he chose, when he plays music in the beginning of Queen Radio. And honestly, I agree with Nicki on that one. I don't think DJ Booth is that great of a DJ. I'll be honest with you. He always choose the weirdest songs to do the mix to in the beginning of Queen Radio. I never understood that. Okay. And clearly she didn't give him the okay for those songs because she was complaining. Okay. Then she shades Barty Gang. Okay. Saying that, Garbage Gang is obsessed with the Barbs. I completely agree with that. Then she shades a YouTuber that, she claims has been trying to get close to her for years, and is upset about not being able to get close to her. And they have basically copied her, have their own little version of Queen Radio. There's a lot of different people that you can name drop for that. The first person that came to mind in regards to that was Messy Lee. Messy Lee has switched up his whole podcast dynamic. I don't know if it's because he's bringing more A-list guests on his show, considering that he partnered with Revolt, but he has switched his whole podcast dynamic. And I don't know if he uses the bombs or not like Nicki does, but he was the first person I thought of. And let's not forget, Messy Lee in 2017 was a Barb. He used to be a heavy Barb, but then when Nicki didn't want to give him an interview, he decided to team up with Criminal B. Then she shades Scratch Off and Koi Fish, because if you guys remember, Scratch Off, when she was going back and forth with Nicki Minaj, in 2022, she said that she has reference tracks of Nicki Minaj. To this day, we have not seen the evidence. And so Nicki said that a lot of these duds, these dumb girls, don't know what ghostwriting is. Because they think if you get a hook from somebody, that's ghostwriting. But if you don't write your bars, if somebody writes the whole song for you, that is actually what ghostwriting is. If you don't write your bars, that's ghostwriting. Nicki Minaj can sing, but she's not a singer. So it makes sense why she would get help writing her hooks. But if somebody is writing your hooks and your bars and the ad-libs, because you got to do ad-libs when you rap, then you have a ghostwriter. And that's what Scratch Off has. The reference tracks for Low Energy had dropped onto, the internet. And so there's no way she can deny it. It was hard for me to tell she was being sarcastic with Republic when she said she loved, her label because of her tone. And then she was like, you guys, wouldn't want to get rid of me, right? And then she started name dropping people like Wendy and Monty. Okay, so, she going to be stuck with them because, her label is under Republic now. So it looks like she's going to be stuck with them anyway. Overall, I would give this Queen Radio a 5 out of 10. She didn't really answer any of the Q&A questions. So I don't know why she told us to ask questions because she wasn't going to answer them. She was late per usual. And then on top of that, there was a lot of breaks in between. She would talk to us, but then she'll play a whole bunch of music. And I just wanted her to answer a few Q&A questions, not hundreds of them. Like, just 5 at least. She was throwing shade. People said it wasn't messy or drama, but she was throwing shade. I mean, how can you guys miss that? So anyway, yeah, I would rate this Queen Radio a 5 out of 10. And the gunshots and the bombs are way too loud. Okay, way too loud when she be touching that button. Please turn it down. Moving on to Cardi B and Megan. So it looks like Robert Townsend, who was in the movie BÄPS, has come forward and said that Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion have been asked to do the remake of BÄPS, which, he also directed and starred in. Okay, so let me know how you guys feel about that. I can see Cardi B being in BÄPS because, weren't the main characters really ghetto? I don't know about Megan. I don't know if I feel like Megan would be a really great actress. I mean, I know she's known to be fake, but I just can't picture Megan Thee Stallion as an actress. I don't know. But you know what? If they put it on EBT Plus or VH1, it might be successful. If it goes to theaters, I don't think it's going to be really successful. I don't think people are really going to go to the theaters to see Cardi B and Megan in BÄPS. But if they put it on EBT Plus, VH1, Zeus Network, I think that, they can definitely, have some success there. That's their audience. So it makes sense. Moving on to Doja's Privilege. Okay, so fans are debating whether Doja Cat and Zendaya would be as big as they are now if they weren't light-skinned, okay? Because people are wondering why Flo Milli and BŁ0GGÖR, who are just as talented musically, are not as big as them, okay? And they're saying that it's colorism. Yes, colorism does exist, okay? Especially in hip-hop and rap. But I feel like Doja Cat is very talented. I may not like her personality, but Doja Cat is very talented, and she did not have overnight success, okay? And she still don't got a solo number one. Let's be very clear. She started out in the game, in 2012, 2013, didn't really blow up until 2019. Let's be very clear. Same thing with Zendaya. Y'all paid Zendaya's music dust. She had a Chris Breezy collaboration. Y'all didn't care about that. She could dance. She was supposed to play Aaliyah in a film that got scrapped. I mean, I don't feel like they really had overnight success like, No Spice. Okay, now No Spice is definitely benefiting from, colorism and the way she looks. Same thing with Sweetie, okay, because they have no talent. But Doja Cat and Zendaya are very talented. Do they benefit from colorism? Absolutely. Of course, it's easier to push them in the mainstream market because they are a lighter complexion. But we cannot say that they're not talented, okay? And it's not really their fault that the industry prefers lighter-skinned people. That's just how, the industry has always been. Another thing, people are saying that SZA has the career that Normani deserves, okay? Well, SZA deserves her career, okay, because she's been putting out music. She has 2 albums and a deluxe coming out. And what does Normani have coming out, okay? That's the thing. It's I love Normani, but we can't say she deserves anything until she puts out music. Okay, so when she puts out music, we'll decide what she deserves then. Until then, we can't hate on SZA. Moving on to Rihanna. So it looks like Rihanna is not only getting her Puma deal back, but she also will be going diamond. Needed Me is 9 times platinum. And so it's going diamond very, very, very soon. I think Rihanna already has a diamond record though. I'm sure she does. Didn't diamonds go diamond? I don't know. I haven't been keeping track. But let me know in the comments. With that being said though, I feel like Kiss It Better deserves to go diamond. Kiss It Better was the best song off of Anti. So it deserves Needed Me success. But Needed Me was a good song. It definitely was a hit. Congratulations to, the queen of makeup. Now, I will say this. I noticed that the industry give everything to the person that they feel like is the underdog, low key. Like, for instance, Rihanna, Selena Gomez, the people who are not as talented as their other peers always get, like, the best deals or, like, the best success in the industry. And they have, like, little to no talent. Now, I think Rihanna has hits, but can she sing? I don't know about that. Same thing with Selena Gomez. I don't know if she can sing and dance. I understand that she has, lupus. So I really don't like to talk about her like that. But, talent-wise, I don't know. Moving on to Queen Bee and Chloe. It was announced last week that Walmart Beyonce will be going on tour before Queen Bee goes on tour. And, there's a lot of mixed reactions to her going on tour because she don't really have no hits out, okay? But she is a good performer. Now, a lot of people feel like Queen Bee sabotaged, Chloe by having her go on tour before she goes on tour because everybody wants to see Queen Bee and not many people may want to see Chloe. But in a sense, it might be a good idea for Chloe to go on tour so she can increase them album sales because I don't think that she'll be able to sell more than 30,000 first week. By the looks of Chloe's 2-year solo career, she should have been dropped by now. Okay, usually when an artist keeps putting out singles and they keep flopping, they usually get dropped or shelved, okay? But thanks to Queen Bee, Walmart Beyonce's career is hanging by a piece of thread. But I do feel like it's a good idea for her to go on tour. Would I ever see Walmart Beyonce on tour? Absolutely not. I'd rather see Queen Bee. Why see Walmart Beyonce when I can see the real thing? That doesn't make sense to me. But, it's going to help with her album. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. I got some videos on Patreon you guys can check out. Link will be in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video.